for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gonna swing it on second down. He'll pull it down. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it to him on the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown Razorbacks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position on the field.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took it.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning on the Jets. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. His drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the...
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Line getting set on second down. Try to get it to the edge. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Terry. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near them.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the lone running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play.
Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Snagged out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pillow. Just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. That's reeled in. It's Braswell. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get the corner. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Throws to the back. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got it in the middle. It's Braswell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to the ground. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Picking up top yards like that as he gets to the 22. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lindsey. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Sends it back in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dumps it off in the flats. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's McCutcheon. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making the play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They want to throw it. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Barrels ahead. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. He might want another play. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 23 to Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed behind the line. It's Babers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense changing the play. Lost to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll go to the counter play. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll try the left side. Plows through the defense. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Finds his man. It's Braswell.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Looking downfield on 1st down. Off over the middle, it's Thomas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Still on his feet. Looking down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.